I get a lot of people that come to me with problems. Nobody knows who I am. I need to get the word out. I need to be creating content. I need to tell the world who I am, what I do, why I care about it, how I can help you, all that stuff. One of the first questions that I ask as a follow-up, as a response to that, is a very simple question. How many people in your organic network know what you do? It's crazy because everybody that I've talked to where I've asked this question, the number is nowhere near 100%. And that's the problem that I see a lot of entrepreneurs run into when it comes to marketing and promoting themselves. Your neighbor doesn't even know what you do. There's realtors that I've talked to that their literal neighbor across the street hired a different realtor than the ones who live right there, because that realtor never told them that they do real estate. It's so ridiculous that we just think and we just assume that everyone just knows what we do, that you just assume that. It's one thing for you to know a lot of people, but how many people know what you do? It's a very different thing than you just knowing people. How many people know you? How many people know what you do? How many people know how long you've been in the game? As a realtor, as a loan officer, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. That's a mindset shift right there that you have to change when it comes to wanting to promote yourself, wanting to build your personal brand. Is you have to make sure that there is nobody in the world that knows who you are that does not know what you do. You have to flip that and change that narrative, because you cannot be complaining that you don't get enough business. You cannot be complaining that the leads are running dry when you are not telling your neighbor across the street that you are a realtor. That is the person that needs to know what you do, probably more than anybody else. The people who are literally in your geographic circle within a mile, 2 miles, 5 miles from you. The people that you sit next to at karate class when you take your son or daughter there. The parents that sit next to you at the school play 3 times a year. Do they know what you do? Do they know who you help? Do they know the problem that you solve? The odds are probably not. And that is the first problem that you should be fixing as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, is telling those people who you are and what you do. Because I see a lot of people waste time with ads, with boosted posts, with throwing all their money to Google. It's a big mistake, because you have Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 1000 companies, companies with literal hundreds of millions of dollars in annual spending on marketing that you are competing against when you throw money at these platforms. You're never gonna beat them at that game. But you know what game you can beat them at? They don't have feet. They can't walk around and knock on that neighbor's door and leave a little thing that says, hey, if you ever need real estate, I'm right here for you. You can build a massive business just in that 5-mile radius if you tell everybody in that little circle who you are and what you do. It's me, I create video content. I don't create video content for every single person in the United States. I don't create video content for every single person in the state of Texas. I don't even create video content for every single person in my city. Who I create content for are DFW realtors who are overwhelmed because they spend too much time working in their business and not on their business. That's who I create content for. There's only 3,000 of them in this city, and that's who I create content for. 3,000 people, getting the eyes and ears of 3,000 people like that is way more valuable than me spending my time and spending my budget and spending my money on Google, Facebook, Instagram, throwing ads to everybody. So when you get that specific with who you're talking to and you use technology to your advantage and create content for a very specific local community, you start getting very loyal people at your doorstep asking to work with you. And that's why you have to spend a lot of time doing this. Not focusing on Google ads and Facebook ads and Instagram ads and thinking I gotta talk to every single person in my city or in my county or in my state. When you're getting started like this, creating content, it's already gonna be difficult to begin with. So don't make it more difficult by thinking you have to talk to the whole world. Keep it simple. Talk to one person. Talk to one person whose problem you are confident that you can solve. And then that grows and grows. And over time, you have a very loyal audience that will pay you to solve their problem.